Hi everyone, my name is Dimpodi Papa, and yeah, so I decided to just do this short video on basically grieving. I remember when I lost my mom about almost 2 years back. The one thing I kept looking for on YouTube was looking for somebody who's going to relate to how I was feeling at the time. Somebody who's going to tell me, like, this is the process, this is what you're feeling right now, this is the process you're going to go through, and yeah, with time it gets better. And as I looked through YouTube, I did not find. I remember typing how to grieve or typing ways to help you grieve, or even going through the grieving process, or how to deal with losing a parent, how to deal with losing your mom, and I didn't find anything that helped. And I was looking more specifically for like some sort of help, like something saying, hey, you're not alone, I've also lost a mom, I've also lost a dad. And yeah, so I'd say the one thing that I really wanted someone to tell me was, I'm not alone. So if you're out there and you're going through this process, just know that you're not alone. There are a lot of us that have gone through this, and it's okay, to feel whatever you're feeling. It's okay to feel angry, especially at God. I was very angry at God at the time. It's okay to want to like shut the whole world off. I wanted to shut the world. I wanted to push everyone away. I wanted to deal with the pain, but like also deal with it on my terms. Do you understand? And also, it's okay to not know what you need at the time. I know a lot of people kept asking me, like, how can I help? Like, what do you need? What do you want? Call me if you need anything, text me if you need anything. And at the time, I did not know what I wanted. Honestly, the one thing I really, really wanted was something that nobody could give to me, and that was my mom's presence. Literally, I wanted someone to wake me up and be like, listen, this was a dream, get up. And yeah, like, I know, like, when I lost my dad about a year ago, so a few months after my mom, it was, I want to say, better, because I don't know, the initial pain of losing the first parent is so much. Like, you feel, I remember just shutting off after finding out. I remember just getting on a bus, and then at the time I was at school, so I got on the bus, and I remember going to this garden in town, in Cape Town, Company Gardens. I went there and I just took a walk. I did not know what I was looking for. I didn't know what was going on in my head. I just took a walk. Everything just looked dark, and I did not know. And I'd say the one thing to hold on, especially if you're a Christian, is to know that you're not alone. Hold on to God. Be mad at him. Ask him questions. God, why? Ask him that. Don't be scared to ask why. Don't be scared to be angry. Do not be scared to moan, grieve. Don't be scared. Like, go through that process. If you feel whatever you feel like doing, do it. Do not postpone your feelings for later. Trust me, it does not help. I remember with me, I'm a person who, it takes quite a while for me to like get the hang of what's happening. So I'm a person who, I call myself like a late reactor, right? So I react a bit later. So you'll tell me something now and it won't register. I'll only start reacting later and be like, and then I'll start registering how I'm feeling a bit later when I think about it. So I'm that person. So with me, it was such a long process. Like, the few days leading up to my mom's funeral, I was fine. I was like, oh, it happened, I'm fine, I'm strong. And then the day of the funeral came, and then it just felt like somebody just splashed me with hot cold water, and I was like, yay, it's really happening. And it was the most painful day of my life. It's losing a parent is that pain that you don't want anyone to feel. So yeah, like, there isn't a specific way of telling a person to grieve, unfortunately. Like, there is no sequence or process that every person has to go through, or there isn't like something that you can follow or guidelines that you can follow. It just happens. You grieve, and it's just how it depends. I know, like, I'll make an example with my sister and I. With me, I went through that whole process just after the funeral, cried, just everything just went down. And then I think a few weeks or so afterwards, I was not okay, but I was getting better. With my sister, it took going back to reality, going back to the normal life. And then when she started, needing my mom and doing things that she used to do without her, then she started like restarting the grieving process for her. That's how it was. So you understand that if you look at me and you look at her, it was two different types of grieving processes. I feel like I'm mumbling. But if you are out there and you are really, really going through this grieving process, I just want you to know that you are definitely not alone. It's painful. It's the type of pain that is very indescribable. You can't really describe what you're feeling. You go through a very dark space. And if you really are going through this, and you are out there right now and you're watching this video, or you're looking for a video to watch, whatever it is that's happening, just know that you are not alone. I think that's just my biggest message today. You are not alone. I know people try to give me scriptures during that process, and for some people scriptures are good. For others, like myself, because I was mad at God at the time, it was very difficult for me to relate to the scriptures. So find what works for you and what gives you comfort, and hold on to that. Yeah, man, like, I'm gonna do another video soon, I hope. But I think I'm not a YouTuber or anything. I just literally just did this video just so it could be there out there for someone that might need it, for you to just know that you are not alone. It's okay. Everything you're feeling is normal. The anger you're feeling, the hurt you're feeling, the need to cry, the need to strangle someone, the numbness that you feel, the darkness that you feel like you're surrounded by, it's okay. It's normal. You are definitely not alone. Hold on to whatever works for you, whether it's God, whether it's reading, it's writing, listening to music, whatever gives you comfort and gives you peace. Hold on to that. I remember with me, as much as I didn't like scriptures at the time, there's this verse that says, peace that surpasses all understanding. God is going to give you that peace. And I remember feeling so much at peace. It was even the full moon, like the day before the funeral, and I was speaking to God, and I was like, God, why am I going through this? And I just felt an overwhelming sense of peace. And throughout that week leading to my mom's funeral, and even afterwards, as I was going through the process of grieving, I still felt that peace. And for me, that helped me, because I was mad and I wanted to, like, if God were to come at that moment, I was going to literally be like, I hate you, and throw a tantrum. But the peace that I was feeling helped me so much, because I was even able to go back to school. And I kept repeating to myself, peace that surpasses all understanding, peace that surpasses all understanding, peace that surpasses all understanding. And I think that is a scripture I held on to, because I did not understand what was going on. My mom's death was very sudden. It was a car accident, and it just happened very suddenly. Like, it was very quick, and I didn't get to say goodbye. I felt so many things. I felt so many emotions. I felt a lot of things. I felt like it was unfair, and I was like, oh God, I'm only 21. I just turned 21 this year, and all of this is happening. Why? But I think then I just started realizing there's so many other things for me to be grateful for. The fact that she passed on just in my final year in varsity. As much as she wasn't going to get to see me graduate, but still, it was something. She was there for my 21st birthday. I celebrated it with her. She was there when I went to varsity for the first time. She was with me with a lot of milestones. And as much as she won't be there when I have my first child, get married, buy my first house, get my first car, all of those things, like, she won't be there, but still I will do some things that I was able to hold on to. So yeah, this is a long video, but I really hope this is not just me mumbling about and that it helps someone out there. I'm really praying it does. And yeah, man, that's it from me. Bye. And just remember, you're not alone.